We are very privileged to be able to work together, and we make a great team. There's days that we want to kill one another.
Marlies is really passionate about animals. On the other hand, I look at the scientific side of things, to have a head and a heart situation. And that's the most successful combination that you can have for conservation. Nankose has two sort of legs that it stands on. Firstly, the sanctuary itself, where the animals that come here that can never go back into the wild are looked after. And then making sure that we mitigate human-wildlife conflict in this country. The Rapid Response Unit started because we had to address the source of animals coming to us. Putting animals in captivity because they are perceived as problem animals is not a solution to the conflict. Cheetahs and leopards in Namibia occur mostly outside of protected areas, and that is mostly commercial farmland. So the chances of conflict is very high.
Normally it's not the healthy individual. It's always the either very young one, they lost their mums and they try and survive, or if it's an injured animal or a very old animal.
But the perception is very often that every cheetah, every leopard, every hyena is a habitual livestock raider or killer. And those perceptions we knew we had to change. Cheetah numbers, especially in central Namibia, are dwindling. In terms of leopards, I think the challenge still remains natural habitat and unsustainable development. And if we lose these carnivores, we will have severe effects to the ecosystem. I don't think people realize what the impact it is if we lose a species. Everybody is at a disadvantage, not only the people that live there.
Hi. A rapid response would normally happen when we get a phone call in and then the chain reaction starts.
So just give me some more information about this leopard. Farmland is? First of all, I want to find out when is this leopard on the property and give you downloads every morning. He's lost 2 calves in a month because of a leopard, and he's now caught this leopard in a capture cage, and he doesn't want us to collar and release on the property. He wants us to remove this cat. So we have to find a spot now for this leopard to go before we even start driving from here, and we need to get a permit to pick up the leopard. We don't have a place that we can take it except national parks, and then we have to try and convince them.
Yeah,
So,
that's going to be a challenge.
yeah. So I think if you can put that application through and send them an email.
I'm a cattle farmer, and this property is in the northeast of Namibia. Our income is basically just coming from cattle, and in this case the leopard actually came all the way to our homestead trying to get the calves out of the enclosure, and so that's why we took measures to catch him.
Right, I'm going to give him 180 milligrams of ketamine and 4.8 milligrams of medetomidine. That should do the job.
Translocating an animal doesn't happen very often. It's a last resort for us.
Me and Rudy walk up to the cage and now I'm the bait. Call his attention so he turns his butt and give Rudy a good aim. How long will it take it?
About 15 to 20 minutes. If he's half awake and you start stimulating him, then it's not good. We wait till he sleeps deep enough and then we go closer.
we're just going to do all the measurements and get his weight, body temperature. It's a nice cool summer day.
He has an injury here. Just let's document that.
The blue spray is just an antibiotic spray.
The collar that we're going to put on, and it's got a VHF and a GPS satellite unit, is equipped with a drop-off mechanism. So by that time we would have established where this animal has settled into a home range and what has happened to the animal. It's the 112th animal that we've immobilized in the last 9 years. We've been very, very lucky. We have not had one mortality when we moved an animal. We've done over 680 consultations with farmers. When we started, 80% of animals would be shot in the capture cage. In the last year, only 0.3% got killed. So I think we've come a long way in terms of changing perceptions and working with landowners and farmers in looking at alternatives. We're going to stop in a short while just to check up on him. Just make sure he's still breathing well, his temperature is good, everything is still okay. Yeah, he's a little bit awake, so don't fiddle with a half awake leopard's temperature, especially if you have to take it rectally. So we reached our release site. It's a protected area. We're looking for a tree that we can throw the rope over to open the capture cage gate. Tie a rope to the gate and throw that rope over a tree, and then from the inside of the car pull it open. Everybody should be in the cars now when we pull this open. Please, windows rolled up. Leopards are not like cheetahs or lions that when you release them they just run off. Leopards tend to come back and attack you. Sometimes they take their time. If you release an animal into a release site, they must be fully awake because there's other predators in the area.
That's it. Very good. Is it getting out?
Yeah, there it goes.
Close those windows. Close those
Here
windows.
it goes.
All in a day's work. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Hope and pray it doesn't cause any trouble. And it's great to know there's Namibian farmers that has the heart to keep him alive.
It's not ideal that you've moved him out of his territory, but still we've saved his life, and still one leopard more on the planet.